Culture in the 1920s. In the early 1920s, new literature was created. There were new war novels, plays, and memoirs that discussed war. Post-war writers wrote about how war symbolized the moral breakdown of Western civilization. Also, during the 1920s, an African-American culture awakening called the Harlem Renaissance, where African-American writers and artists expressed their pride in their unique culture. Some writers experimented with a stream of consciousness. In this technique, a writer appears to present a character's random thoughts and feelings without imposing any logic or order. Mrs. Dalloway was a British novelist in the Virginia Woolf, as an example. There was also a new form of art that was created called Cubanism. This was invented by George Braque and Pablo Picasso. The 1920s was also known as the Jazz Age, which combined Western harmonies with African rhythms to create jazz. Louis Armstrong was a famous jazz musician back in the 1920s. A flapper was a symbol of rebellious youth among young women. Another important part of culture in the 1920s was the scientific discoveries. The new discoveries challenged long-held ideas about nature. Scientists figured out that the atom was more complex than anyone had suspected. Marie Curie and other scientists discovered that atoms of certain elements such as radium, uranium, spontaneously release charged particles. They also studied radioactivity and found out that it can change atoms of one element into atoms of another. To find out more about scientific theories, click